to start this look, we're using an eyeshadow base, and then because we're using vibrant colors today, I'm going to take the Milk Pencil by NYX. And oh no, it broke on me. That's okay. We'll just sharpen it again. Anyway, so you're going to apply that very generously all over your lid, up to your brow bone, and as you can see, I'm also using it to lay down the base for the eye shape I'm doing. Once we've got that all laid out, we're going to go into our Take Me to Brazil BH Cosmetics palette, and using these two yellows, we are going to start our eyeshadow look. So this is a very geometric type of look. As you can see, this is kind of like a triangular shape I'm doing here, but it's just basic kind of geometric shape, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. Next, I'm taking this neon green, and as you can see, I'm kind of outlining and carving out where I'm going to be placing this, kind of setting my boundaries. And then once you've got that in place, go ahead and fill it all in. You just want to make sure that you're not overlapping your colors. You want each color to be separate and distinct and not blended into the other. And then as you can see, we're actually taking this up beyond our eyebrow, so we're actually taking it above our eyebrow. The next color we're using is this bright orange color, and this is going only on the lid. So you just want to make sure, again, that you're not overlapping the green, and just try to apply it as best you can, just all over your lid. So now I'm just cleaning up the shape and getting my foundation down. You can use whatever foundation obviously matches you best. That part really doesn't matter, as long as you're just really careful of your eye shapes, and you can just use it to clean it up a little, make it straighter, and make them both look symmetrical. Again, going near the top to carve that shape out and just make our lines nice and crisp, and then applying our foundation all over the rest of our face, and of course using the Beauty Blender to just pounce that into the skin. Okay, now I'm using the Urban Decay Electric palette here, and I'm taking that pink color, and I'm just kind of free-handing the shape above my eyebrow. So you can just follow along if you're doing this look, or feel free to do a different kind of shape. You can maybe do something like a star or whatever you want to do, but this is the shape that I decided to go with. Now what I'm doing here is actually just taking some translucent powder and diffusing that color a little bit. It's supposed to be more pastel-y or more toned down, not super bright. So I'm just diffusing that a little bit with some translucent powder and a powder puff. Now because the 80s contouring was crazy, you could cut a bitch with that contour, I'm actually taking, I never do this, but I'm taking an old like pamphlet, and I'm using it to make my contour super sharp. And as you can see, I'm really getting dramatic here, but hey, that was the 80s. Okay, now we're going in with our blush, and it's a very similar color to what we used above our eyebrow, and you can be really dramatic with the blush as well. This was a very dramatic makeup look back in the 80s, and they really didn't blend too much when they were doing these types of dramatic looks. I'm just going to line my eyes off camera, and now we can move on to lips. So I'm taking this blue lip liner pencil. I don't even remember where I got it, but I'm sure you can find them at any of your drugstores or Halloween stores, especially right now. And I'm just kind of outlining my lips and filling them in for ultimate party and stay power. Next, I'm taking this NYX, these are the macaroon shades, and it's their blue lipstick, and just going over top of my lips with that. And as you can see, it really brightens it up and just makes the whole look pop. So of course we need to add some falsies for this dramatic look, so go ahead and just use your favorite pair. And once the makeup is done, we can go ahead and move on to our hair. The 80s was a time of huge hair, so feel free to go crazy. I was trying to find one of my smaller crimpers, but I couldn't. So to substitute, I'm using this deep waver, which also worked out. So I'm just doing a really high ponytail and crimping it up. Okay, so moving on to the front of our hair, I want a really big bump, which were popular in the 80s as well. So I'm just taking my bangs, kind of separating them in half and teasing the crap out of them. This is not the best thing to do for your hair, but it'll get the look. So as you can see, I just did the one half and now I'm doing the front half. And just really, really going to town. You could even probably leave your hair like that because they did have a lot of faux hawk and chick mohawks back in the day, and that would look pretty cool too. So once you got that down and your shape all down, you can pin that back and hairspray it to the gods. And now we are just going to tease those crimps. We're going to brush them back. We're going to back comb them. We're going to make them huge. The goal is to make your hair just as big as you can get it. So again, just keep on teasing. I just kept teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing until I couldn't tease it pretty much anymore. And that is pretty much your finished look, guys. Once you got it all the way you want, make sure you hairspray it up. And that is your 80s Halloween look, or your 80s party look, or just your everyday look if that's what you choose to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in my next one.